Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Evan Harvey, Global Head of Sustainability at Nasdaq. We're going to discuss the Nasdaq Sustainability Report and some of the findings in it. Evan, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Great to be here, Jill. Good to see you.
Evan, give us a high-level overview of what the Nasdaq Sustainability Report is.
Sustainability report is an annual disclosure, usually from a public company, that goes into their environmental, social, and governance performance. So it's a mixture of data and narrative around how the company has performed throughout the year on certain metrics that are specific to investors, but more and more important to its stakeholders all over the world.
How is the 2020 Sustainability Report different from previous years?
Well, first and foremost, it's our biggest and best ever. It's the most fulsome disclosure, 300 plus data points, 90 pages, 2 content indexes. It's rooted, as always, in the GRI standards, but for the first time this year, we disclosed to the TCFD, Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures, and SASB. There's more diversity, inclusion, and belonging content in there. There's more about equitable entrepreneurship. We have insights from a new materiality assessment that we just conducted for the first time in 3 years. And last but not least, it demonstrates our commitment to ESG despite the headwinds of COVID and social justice crises.
What tools did you use to develop the report?
Well, we used a bunch of in-house NASDAQ tools to start. So we use NASDAQ One Report, which is a great workflow tool to help you manage the data, get it into a workflow, and get it published on a schedule. We also use the NASDAQ ESG Reporting Guide, which is our sort of standard metric list of reportable KPIs in the ESG space, still valuable, due for an update, and that'll be coming later this year. We use NASDAQ's own advisory services team to conduct that materiality assessment that I talked about. So they were really helpful in helping us prioritize issues within the company and without the company in terms of what's important to NASDAQ. And then we engaged a few third-party services to help us with parts of the report that was beyond our expertise. So we used Agendi, which is a firm that helped us with our TCFD and our CDP climate reporting.
How does NASDAQ plan to continue our ESG efforts in the future? How can more companies model the template?
Well, I mean, Jill, it's about performance, not just reporting. That's the important thing. So we want to move our performance forward next year. So we want to move from things like carbon neutrality, which we have been for several years, to maybe more of a net zero target. We have set our science-based target initiative letter in. So we are on two-year clock in order to put those targets out there. We need more product and market innovation. That's clearly needed in the space. The market will drive progress, but also innovators will drive progress. So our investment in something like Puro.Earth, which is a really unique carbon removal marketplace, demonstrates that commitment. And then we're using all the other tools that are at our disposal as an exchange. So rule proposals, standards development. Last but not least, we just launched our new ESG Resource Center, which is a great online resource for companies and other people that are looking for information on this topic.
All right, Evan, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.